ready to go. Get everything packed up. Getting ready to hit the river. Whew. Boy, do I have sunscreen stuck in my eye. Ready?
Oh yeah.
We've been about 2 miles, 2 3/4 miles. We've only been on the river less than 45 minutes.
Tell me that wouldn't be an awesome camping spot if you could get up there.
Yep. Cannonball. All right, day 1 of camp out here on the river. We stopped just short of SRS, a few miles. We went 15.64 miles total. We averaged 4.5 miles per hour. We started at 2:50 p.m. We stopped at 6:29 p.m. And we stopped, set up camp, and we boiled some water, making some meals. And overall, I'd say it was a really fun day. I don't regret it yet.
Had a 4-foot, I don't know if it was a catfish or what, jump completely out of the water, not 10 feet from the boat. It was huge.
It actually scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Because it was so close and so big, and I was not expecting a giant fish to jump out of the water there.
Yeah, that was huge.
I've been a little surprised at how the river is pretty trashy. Not exactly the cleanest thing you've ever seen.
Trash everywhere.
Lots of trash, and lots of we saw a ton of boats going by. Yeah, at certain spots it smelled like sewage. Tons of, we probably saw 10 or so boats go by today at different points. Saw a lot of birds and wildlife. Saw a snake when we were making camp. Don't know what kind.
The scared one because he ran off.
Well, here is our camp. I'll try and show it. There's Charlie's hammock, my hammock, and we are right on the river. Got the kayaks there. So,
I think your stuff's ready to eat.
So far so good. I'm gonna eat and call it a day. Day 2. We are just getting on the river. It's 7 o'clock, heading out. Charlie's still trying to get out of camp. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's having some trouble, but that's okay. I slept really well last night. We tried to sleep at like 9 o'clock. I did not fall asleep until 11, but once I fell asleep, I didn't even wake up again until about 5:45 when my alarm went off. And Charlie said he fell asleep right away at like 9:30, and then just woke up every couple of hours, or maybe even less frequent than that. So hopefully he's ready to go today and doesn't have headaches or anything from not getting enough sleep. But yeah, our goal is to get past SRS today, go at least 30 miles, and it's beautiful out here on the water. It's not hot yet at all, and the water's nice, birds are chirping, and it's all good. It's getting hot, but we've been 16.5 miles, and what time is it?
11 o'clock.
It's only 11 o'clock, so we're doing pretty good. There's a gator going up under that tree right there. I'll try to get closer. Yeah. We've officially gone 31 miles? 31 miles on the river today. And that makes 47 total. So we've been going hard all day. It's only about 2:30 in the afternoon. So we're gonna take it a little bit easier. It's been a long day. I'm tired. That was hard. And we're just gonna keep floating, because if we stop and set up camp, we're just gonna be sitting there hot. So we might as well be floating hot. Seen 4 gators today. Didn't expect that was gonna happen, but we've seen 4. And that has made me a little nervous to go wade in the water and stuff and get cool. But because everywhere we've seen them has been like places we actually would want to stop, unfortunately. I guess they like the same kind of banks what we do, with shallow water. Ah, that's so cold, and it feels so amazing. We went 40 point something miles today. It was a long day. We are extremely exhausted. We were probably a little stupid because we didn't really stop to eat all day. We had some trail mix and a little bit of beef jerky. We did drink some. I drank water. Charlie did not drink enough. Our camp is downriver right there. We stopped and camped, or we stopped and set up camp. We're not really hungry yet. It's so hot out here that you don't really feel like eating. But the river feels so good. But where we stopped to camp, we don't have really a sandbar or anything to get in the water. It's like 9 feet right there. So we paddled up here and are on this little sandbar. And while we were paddling up here, directly there's a little oxbow, and guess what we saw? We saw about an 8-foot gator. So we're in gator territory now. I'd say that was our 5th gator we saw today. One of them Charlie saw without me.
One of them you saw.
One I saw without him, but then the other 3 we all saw together. And the 8-footer, that's definitely the biggest one. But this water
These are gator tracks.
feels so amazing. Are they?
Yeah.
It looks like they are, and the sand looks like there's definitely gator tracks on it. But you know what? I don't. At this point, this water feels so good. I don't care if I get bit by an alligator.
Yeah, right.
All right, it is officially day 3, and I am floating down the river at 6:40ish in the morning. We got off to as early of a start as we can. It already feels a little warmer than it did yesterday at this time of morning. But overall, pretty good night of sleep last night. It was really hot, so difficult to go to sleep, and across the river, SRS was loud and cranking. There were some loud machinery noises and low-flying, unidentified flying objects. It seemed too close together and too quiet to be a plane, and too quiet to be a helicopter too. So I don't know if there was some sort of drone or something, but that was a weird experience because it was dark. All I could see was a light, or 2 lights. They were like flying back to back. But a lot of animal noises. It's loud at night. You know, you forget how loud it can be with all the critters. And we had the river flowing and could hear it as well right next to us. But today we're going to try to go at least 40 miles again. Our first major landmark is, I think it's Route 301. We'll go under our first bridge, and that should be in about 5 or 6 miles. Today we're going to try to take it easy possibly, and sit out during a hotter part of the day and rest, and then once it cools down, the sun gets a little lower in the sky, try to hit it again and get a few more hours paddling in. But we're going to try to go at least 40 miles to make our destination by Thursday evening. Peace. Well, we're about 10 miles into day 3, and we've come to our first road. I think it's 301. Well, it's a good sight to see these little landmarks we know we're going to pass. 66 1/4. There goes a truck. 2 trucks, a logging truck.
There he goes.
All right, we are at the midpoint of day 3. We've been about 20 miles. It's a little less than 12 o'clock. It's about 11:30. We decided to stop for the day. It's starting to get warm, and eat something, get some sustenance. Yesterday, we didn't eat lunch, and we kind of regretted it later. So even though we're not really hungry right now, we're gonna stop and make a couple of spam sandwiches. Say that a few times.
Sandwich.
But we found this great sandbar. We've only seen a few gators today, so hopefully we don't get eaten while we're here. But a great spot to stop and hang out. An airplane. See, we're not completely devoid of civilization. Although today the river, we were both remarking, it seemed a lot more wild than it has in the previous days. Maybe because of we haven't seen those erosion control posts in probably 10 miles since we passed the bridge. Anyhow, day 3. We got a gator going right in towards those reeds. or under that brush. I don't know if you can see it on the video. I'm gonna try to get in close. He just went under. All right, it's the end of day 3. It's been a long day. We paddled from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. We did take a couple breaks in there. We stopped for about an hour and a half, maybe a little more for lunch. And we stopped for maybe another 45 minutes or so around dinner time. We went 45 point something miles. And we averaged 4.4 miles an hour on our rowing speed. So we went further. It was hotter today than it was yesterday, but with the well-timed breaks, we actually did better than we did yesterday. I think we'll probably try to plan a similar outing tomorrow. But I'm sitting in the hammock, trying not to get bit by mosquitoes, because yes, they can bite through the hammock, and that's not fun. But it's about 8:30 p.m. So hopefully in the next couple hours I'll be able to cool off and fall asleep, and we'll get started early tomorrow. In terms of anything special that happened today, going under the bridge at 301 was cool. It was there's a lot less boats on the water and dwelling places today than we've seen the past couple days. I saw a bald eagle. I think that's the first one I've ever seen in the wild. We saw several more gators. I think we're at 9 or 10. 9 now in terms of spotting total. Saw an osprey go down and catch a fish right out of the water. That was pretty cool. Just now realizing my lips might be sunburned. Mom. So hope that's not the case. Anyhow, we had another day. Day 3 in the I can't even talk, I'm so tired. Day 3 in the books. Looking forward to day 4. Well, last night the mosquitoes were buzzing. I was having a hard time going to sleep. I woke up every hour on the hour. We get up at 6 o'clock and just put out into the river just a little bit and look at my view. I cannot complain one bit. Day 4, 40 plus miles. Here we come. Goodness gracious, that's gorgeous.